Our friends at the Higgins Firm recently settled a nursing home neglect case where a resident with dementia wandered away from the nursing home and was tragically struck by a car and killed. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently stopped by to tell us more about what happened in this case. All right, Jim, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You know, a really tragic case that we're talking about today that you guys handled. Tell us a little bit about what happened here.
Yeah, this was a hard case on our family. It was a nursing home, what we call an elopement case. They had a mother in a nursing home. She had dementia. She got up about 5 one morning, got dressed, and told the staff that she was going to go see her son that day. And she just wasn't in her right frame of mind. They knew or should have known that she was a risk to just wander out of the nursing home. They set her in a place that she really couldn't be observed and just told her to stay there. And of course, after 10 minutes or so, she gets up and walks out the door. An alarm goes off. Nobody really does much about it. And they find her a couple of hours later, and we think maybe she was hit by a car or something like that. She had a lot of head trauma and was found by the road and eventually passed. So it was a hard case, and you know, it was a case that the nursing home felt that they didn't do anything wrong, and so instead of being able to resolve it, we had to file suit. We had to start taking depositions and had to really dig in to find out what happened, what they didn't do, and what they could have done to prevent this from happening.
Right. And what did you find? I know you guys settled this case. So
yeah.
What happened?
Well, we settled for a confidential sum, but what we found out is, one, that they should have had a better policy or procedure to prevent someone like this from eloping. That we don't think that they had a good plan in place, that when the alarm went off, that someone kind of looked around and they really just did nothing.
Right.
They did call the police, but it took an hour and a half for that to happen, whereas we felt that they didn't have enough staff when we got there. And I think if they would have had enough staff, they could have put this person in a place where they could watch them. If they heard the alarm off, somebody could have left to go find this person or look for her. We could have found her pretty quickly, but I'm sure they were worried about watching all the other residents because we don't think there was enough people there. So it was just kind of a cluster of bad decisions that we felt this nursing home made that led to this tragedy that was really kind of easily avoidable if they just had enough people there to watch her and they had a good plan in place.
So people at home who have a loved one in a nursing home may be wondering, how can I make sure this doesn't happen to my loved one?
Right. So yes, to keep it from coming to something like this, when you're putting your person in the home, go talk to that administrator. Ask them what their plan is for somebody with dementia. Where do they house them in the nursing home? What's their staff to resident ratio? Do they have enough people there to watch them? And to make sure that that doesn't happen to their loved one. And you know, I always tell them, go talk to other residents, families of other residents there, and see how they like them, see how the care is, see how long it takes to answer a call light, and you just got to really be involved.
Yeah, and real quickly, do you see cases like this often?
Yeah, you know, we have a pretty large nursing home neglect case division, and we do them all over the state, and unfortunately, we do.
Yep. All right, well, thanks so much for helping so many families out there.
Thanks.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-924-8500 or go to higginsfirm.com.